I have promised you eternal life. But know that eternity may only be attained by those who serve a purpose greater than themselves. All else is decay. So it was written in the hidden words before the beginning of time.
Thanks, Elohim. Anyway, hey, and welcome back to the Talos Principle. I'm always worried about starting the episode and then Elohim just kind of blabbering on. I can't believe this. It is so embarrassing to stand around like this. Anyway, last time we made it to the garden area 5 and we finally got the cube. Also, the weather has changed again. Right, it was like kind of rainy last time. Anyway, today, since we've already done the reading, I want to say, right? This is area 5 reading, yep. Let's just go on and do the puzzles. We've gotten one of them and we also got the secret one. Let me see over here. Was there like a second secret? There are 2 secrets, okay. Gonna have to look out for that one. I also kind of want to, if I manage to, obviously, check out like one of the older areas again just to see if I can find anything. But until then, I'm just gonna, continue like this. We did get the cube, so friendly crossfire. Wait, I feel like we looked into this room and then didn't really do anything here last time. As always, it's been a few days. And we do have some jammers again. Jammers are just apparently the standard. Huh. Also, we have like another one of those statues here. Seek messenger.
All of my blessed messengers must be earned.
Seek Messenger's blessing to put the trial aside. I feel like those are special trials. I'm not gonna do that unless I really feel like I can't solve something. These seem to be like the more complex puzzles. I'm guessing... Wait. I'm gonna have to go outside real quick. Because those are like the red bits. So, I was kind of confused about them. I feel like... Am I moving? Just felt like I was moving in a weird way. Anyway, I'm guessing the red pieces are the ones for the tower itself, because it's like the number 1. I'm guessing it's the first floor, like the one above the ground floor. I know that depending on where you live in the world, what the first floor is actually different, but hey. Anyway, I'm guessing this is kind of what that means, so... Okay, how do I deal with all of you? You have balls? Wait, let's see how close I can get before I get shot. Oh, wait. This one's actually extra close. I'm going to block you. I want to see how close I can get with the rest. Okay, now you can see me. So around here-ish. I could go around, though, and block you. But it doesn't really help me. I need, like, 2 of you jammers to do what I'm currently thinking about. I don't think I can go around. Like, ideally... Wait, are you actually shooting me from a distance? No, you're just tracking me. This is kind of a warning. I don't know how close I can get. A bit close, at least. I can't crouch anything, right? Okay, so my thought process is currently, if I get... I don't know how close I can get. If I can get the cube over there, then the ball would go over there and explode against you. I don't know if I'm just allowed to get that close. Yeah, barely not. But maybe... Oh, wait. I pressed the wrong button. I didn't want to restart. I actually wanted to just rewind. But... Okay, the issue is still that I need 2 of you, right? Can't block. Oh, wait. I get it. I was thinking the other way around. If I open you, then the ball should come out and probably explode next to you. Exactly, okay. I'm at least right about that one. Then I can block you, and this should get me close enough to you. So I can wait until you are done. And then I can jam the last one. Just like that. And I should be able to safely continue. Okay. Neat. And you should open that one. But I'm kind of curious about this area. But let's get that one after we get the red piece. Red Z. Ooh, great. Anyway, I feel like that's fine. Oh, writing. By sheep again. I think I've discerned some kind of pattern in the sigils. Each color serves a different purpose. Elohim has us gathering them all, but perhaps he's being overzealous? Maybe he is? I'm still kind of questioning that, guy, so I'm just gonna leave it at that. Okay, so I wanna get behind here. This seems like a perfect place for a secret, right? Because you can go to the left over there. And since everything's kind of broken right now, I should be able to just get here. Uh-huh. Nothing over here, but here. Haha, I thought so. Yeah, easy star for me. Wow, I am getting so many good noodle stars. I am the best. Anyway, I feel like there's not really a ladder over here. And I would be surprised if there were like another secret in this area. Even though like the purple pieces. I'm actually not sure if we are still looking for purple pieces. We already have 5 and we only needed 5 for that area. So I'm gonna assume that that secret is done. Huh. Anyway, we're done here. And we still can't talk to you afterwards. I also don't really know what it means, because apparently it comes at a cost. Wait, you are painting something? Why white paint? I mean, I can step in it, but... it doesn't really seem too painted around here. I would say, unless this is actually white paint here instead of actually the wall. But maybe you're all thinking this. It's just a weird detail to have that one here. And it seems kind of fresh. I just don't know what exactly you painted. Unless you were like painting over the statue. Now, again, like I always bring this up. Why are some of the statues headless? And by some, I mean like most of them, except for like the angels and like those. They were called like something like Elohim's helpers, so I'm guessing those are like special. Maybe those are the ones that got all the pieces and then were turned to stone. Or at least got like specific really hard pieces. Maybe. In any case, I would like to just do like the other puzzles. I'm guessing if we go left to right, we should find all of them really quick. Also, I don't really know if I like the rain that much. Okay, there's something special again. Oh yeah, we have lasers, so I didn't read the title, I'm sorry. I was distracted. Going over the fence. Ooh, that's kind of helpful, I would say. We need to... Okay, you're explicitly showing me how to get over a fence. And once you drop, you obviously can't shoot lasers through there. Which is stupid, by the way, because technically there's space between there for lasers, right? Like, lasers should not be that useless. I'm guessing that this is not going to work, right? Placing you there? Yeah. As expected. So I guess I'm just going to use the cube. The cube. The cube, for he shall know everything. This mysterious cube. Okay, I can just point you there. Okay, that's perfect. Don't even have to properly aim. I do like that. And we get some green for the B area. I mean, we're getting so many pieces for B already. It's kind of crazy. I'm guessing there are going to be a lot more green pieces in like the next area, because we kind of missed a lot. Unless... Did I check the building? Stop glitching. Were there even rooms that were that interesting? Because I'm not sure, actually. Maybe there weren't actually levels in there. This was literally just the level for the tower, because the tower is basically at the bottom. And once we have like enough pieces, we get like more levels in area... I mean, technically we have like area 0, I'm gonna call it. I mean, it is area 0, right? They're called like A03, for example. So then we have area 1, which only has the tower. And then area 2 finally has like proper levels again. I would have to check again. It's been some time. I don't remember if there were any of those. Anyway, since we have all the secret pieces apparently, I'm guessing I don't have to look for many more here. So I'm not gonna spend like too much time. I feel like I'm over searching, I'm gonna call it. I again didn't read the title. I might be distractible. You know, you mustn't cross the streams. Ooh, you mustn't cross the streams. Ooh, red. Okay, I thought that was like something else. A red laser, okay. And you can just shoot that one over there to open that one to... Okay, I get what you want me to do. Should be easy enough. So let's connect you. To open this up, then I have the cube. And I have a blue signal here. I guess this is easy enough. Maybe we should have started on the right. Connect you. Okay. Easy enough. Also, I kind of felt like a stutter there for just a moment. I hope that wasn't like too visible in the recording. But certainly something. Also, nice melody in the background. Stop with the rain, please. There's so much rain here. I don't need that. Don't remind me that the rain is going to stop or start in the places where I live. Anyway, I think those are like the last puzzle pieces here. And we are only like 10 minutes in, so that's going to be interesting. I guess I have like more than enough time to look back. Version... Oh, it's add again. I still don't really know what the add sign is supposed to be. If it's like actually adds, right? Maybe there's like something I'm missing right now. Anyway, I think something's very wrong. If you'd seen what I'd seen at the edges of the world, you'd wonder if it wasn't stretching and bursting at the seams. I might have to go back to all the text that Ed has written, because like for other characters you generally have like an idea what they are all about. Are you like a skeptic? I don't quite recall what like your other texts were about. I mostly just wrote down whose texts we have written or like read before. What are you? You're probably going to explode, right? No, can I touch you? Okay, that just zaps me. I'm guessing the laser does something, and I already forgot the title. Did I read the title? Go in here again. One little buzzer. I guess I did read that title, I just completely forgot again. Okay, I wanna see what happens. I'm guessing you don't like me lasering that. Yeah, okay, you're just stopping the laser every once in a while. And the red ones take really long. Oh, that's the issue here, okay. I mean, I can block you. Technically not 100% necessary, but I'll put you here. Boing, boing, boing. Easy enough. Ooh, and we also have... Okay, in case we get locked in, because technically there was like a moment where I was able to actually enter this place without using the cube. So you could technically get locked inside of here. Okay. Anyway, let's take the ladder. I love the ladders. It's so weird to completely lose control over your character just for something like that. Anyway, anything hidden here? I don't really see any secret pathways, so I'm gonna assume I have not missed anything. Like the puzzles, there are some that are more secret, obviously, but there tend to be indicators still. So I'm, for now, just for now, like because I feel like I've spent so much time in between just looking around and actually getting motion sick. I mentioned this game kind of makes me a bit motion sick every once in a while, just while running around. It's definitely better. What are you? Take paint? What? I wanted to say that like the most of the secrets are like quite findable, and I've spent too much time like doing something else. Can I paint over this? No. Maybe at that one statue that had like the paintbrush next to it. Maybe this is how I use this? What's the paintbrush for? Wait. Paint message? What? I have no idea what's going on, do you? The certification program is a sham. What does a computer know about humanity? The tools to overcome this place have been provided to us. We need only learn how to use them. Elohim lied about the tower. I stepped foot inside and returned to tell the tale. Have you tried crossing the laser beams? Oh, I get to paint. I get to paint messages? What? I get to choose? What would I write down though? I mean, yeah, it's true. Wait, is anything here? like not true, like by my current perspective. I have no idea. Yeah, that's true. I have like very little idea. I have like some theories. I would say I kinda get what's going on. Assuming that like my whole theory about like being basically inside of a simulation are true, right? We are like robots, but we are not really robots. Like there are definitely a few things that speak towards like for that, because we, for example, we can rewind time. That does seem like a godly ability unless we are in a simulation. Stuff like that, and like we just explode when we die, and stuff is glitching constantly. Makes more sense in a simulation than like a real world that was created and then being a robot inside of that world, right? So I would say I have like a smidgen of an idea what's going on. Certification program is a sham. What does a computer know about humanity? Yeah, I would also be very mad about not getting admin status the first time I log in somewhere. That's true. The tools to overcome this place have been provided to us. We need to only learn how to use them. That I agree with so far. I mean, the puzzles were definitely made for us, and until now we've not really had puzzles that we couldn't solve, except for the number puzzle in area 3, I wanna say. I genuinely have like no idea what this is all about. And there was like another puzzle, like I still wanna find the keys in area 2, I wanna say. Ilum lied about the tower. That's true. We stepped in and they, like, Ilum did not understand where we went, so clearly not all powerful. But have you tried crossing the laser beams? Gonna be completely honest, this is a me answer, so I'm gonna paint that one. Tell the others what you think. Leave a mark. Neat! That's me! Cool. I wasn't aware. I'm guessing maybe your friends, if they also play the game, can read that message? That would be so cool. It would be cooler if you could write like your own messages, but I am not sure if that is a healthy way to do stuff. Also, 998421B. Why B? I mean, it's neat, but I'm now more confused than ever. Okay. And this was my paint bucket. I don't have another one. Was I only able to do that next to that statue? Why? Why did I choose that one then? Anyway, I feel like I have wondered enough. I don't know. It's such a weird feature. I'm gonna be completely honest. I'm gonna have to look up what that does at some point. Like, I'm not gonna do it like until I'm like basically at the end of the game. I'm guessing it's just that like your friends list maybe can read that, because I've not seen any, what I call it, like unusual messages. Like all of them until now definitely felt like their names at least would make sense in the context of this game. Outside of maybe Ed. Because like we had like the shepherd, the sheep, the one with faith, for example. Stop glitching in front of me, Stair, please. Stuff like that. And they definitely feel thematically fitting. Like, nobody's called Gelov in there, right? I would have expected some very interesting names if I were to be able to like read messages by anyone on Steam. Because I feel like there are probably more players than just me, right? In any case. Or is it because I'm offline? Like, I'm always playing, like when I'm recording, I'm offline on Steam, but I'm just gonna assume that this is not related. By the way, I'm done, right? Yeah, I'm done. Okay. That was a neat little area. We do have a little bit more time for this episode, and again, I wanna recheck some previous areas. Just real quick, because I feel like entering area 6, which isn't actually the last area, there's going to be a terminal, and I wanna read that one, and I feel like 10 minutes aren't enough for that. So let me recheck some areas real quick. Also, we still have like star over here, but now that I understand how these stars work, I might be able to find that one. Anyway, I'm gonna just cut through this real quick. I don't have to show you like everything again. I mean, this is the first time we read something about Ed here, right? Like, this is the very first time where Ed was like rather fascinated by the area. By the way, I'm actually kind of curious. What happens if I die here? I can only rewind, right? But what happens if I restart? Do I restart at the teleport or like in the beginning of the level? Because the beginning of the level would actually be interesting, because otherwise we can't actually return there. No, this is like where the level selection is. Because I am quite sure that there's no way back here, and I'm actually curious enough that I kind of want to use the photo mode here. Because if you have like a star over here, then it would... Oh! I'm stupid. There's a ladder. Found it! I don't have to cheat anymore. Okay, because this is the only place I haven't really checked yet. And I wanted to use the photo mode to figure out if there is something here, because then it would be enough that I didn't have to check here again. But now that I can just walk here, I don't really have to cheat in that way. Let's put it like that. How do I still can't return over there though. Unless I can jam. I can jam through the purple. Okay, I wasn't aware of that. That is interesting, because I would bet that if there is something here, then it would be in the very beginning. And now that I've learned a bunch of lessons, maybe I can figure it out. Okay, they're telling me how to sprint. I have sprinted before, okay? I have game, I know how to sprint. Okay, I'm not sure then. Because I also wouldn't really know unless I can interact with like you somehow. But it's kind of our birthplace, I wanna call it, right? Where else would something be? Because like we have like this tool now, which is amazing. We can't really block anything from here though to keep the jammer near us. Because like obviously we can jam that thing. That's great and all. But we do need the jammer somewhere else as well. I'm trying to remember if there was like anything I could do with like an additional jammer. Because like I can get two here obviously. But afterwards, do I need a jammer on this side somewhere? Don't think so, at least not until I reach the next portal. And there isn't even a portal here. And we have those? But I could get a jammer into this section here if I really wanted to. Wait. Let me try that. If I jam you, because obviously we have learned a lot since we started. Bring you. Now I have a jammer. Like, I feel like the game wouldn't give me the option to bring a jammer with me if it weren't used for something at least. Where would I need one? Can I bring you... Wait. Can I bring you to the teleporter? Can I jam the teleporter? Doesn't seem like it, okay. But... what happens if I bring you? Can I bring you? No, it's gone. Huh. I thought maybe I could use that one in the next area, because there was the... what's it called? There is the gate that I have to open. Gonna think about that some more, but I can get a jammer like to here, so I'm not sure. Is there anything I could do? Like I could, for example, jam this thing. And then I would have a jammer over here free, but like, what would I use it for? Because this is like the end. Right, there's like nothing here. And it's not like I can use a jammer over here for anything too interesting either. I'm gonna be completely honest. I genuinely believe that the jammer has to do with something here. It feels too specific to bring that here. Maybe I can put the jammer on top of that one. Wait a second. Okay, I have two jammers now. Can I do anything with two jammers though? Like the issue obviously being that I don't really need them. There's like one area where I could have some fun with that, but it would barely help. But I feel like just because I can get two of them, I feel like there's probably some importance to that. Like the game has been quite cool with like the secret puzzles so far, so I'm guessing there's probably some interaction I just don't know about. Like for example, you can use a jammer here, and that would allow you to bring another jammer over here, but that doesn't really help us either, right? Yeah, it's great that we have jammed this thing here, but that's kind of it, and it's like one of the few barriers that I can actually reach from the entrance, so maybe I'm overthinking this. Unless there's something higher up that I missed? Huh. Anyway, let's go back to my original plan. If that doesn't work, then I'm going to go to the other area where I'm still looking for, what's it called, like a key. Okay, can I place you on top of this? I can, but it doesn't get transported. Okay. Had to try, and there's probably nothing on the backside here that I can jam, right? Nothing at all? Nothing at all. Okay. Had to try. I do believe that this might be important for something. Just because I have the option, maybe the last star here is just like a really secret thing that you can only figure out later on. Or I'm just missing it. I've looked around a bunch and I just don't have any idea. Like, I do believe that because it's on the top row, that if it's somewhere, then it's probably in the first set of puzzles. It would be here, because it's like on the same symbols. The only issue is that it's like rotated around. So assuming that the star position has anything to do with that, it would be here, but I don't think that any of the puzzles could be solved more easily with this. Like, this is the one thing I can see right now. Nothing jammable over there, at least not clearly. I mean, I can jam you if I aim correctly, but I don't think that you're going to help me, because I've definitely been in this area like multiple times. So maybe I'm just overthinking like the importance of the position of that star. Because I have been inside of there, right? Yeah. Okay then, I'm gonna just check out the next area just real quick. Like, not the next area, but area 2, because there's still the key I am missing, and I bet it's just hidden somewhere. And then probably on the other side of that door is going to be a jammer that I need to reach the star. Yeah, it's this one. There is the star. Where is it? I think it's like over here. Was it like one of the buildings has a jammable wall? And I don't know which one it was. It was like somewhere nearby, I thought. I thought it was like directly next to you. Am I being silly? Is it here? Okay, I just missed it. I went slightly too far, I guess, north? I don't know. Some direction, maybe south. And I bet that the jammer is behind this door. But obviously we would need a key for that one. And I bet, like, it's a key. Like, if it's a key... first of all, it can't be in one of the levels, or like the actual puzzles, because they disappear once you leave them. That does kinda limit where it can be, and it's just going to float around, right? So, it should be findable if it's here. I'm gonna spend like 5 to 10 minutes, and if I can't find it, then I'm just gonna give up. It's okay. I can do that in another episode. Unless this is connected to those copies I've seen, like the holograms. In which case this obviously would be a bigger puzzle. But I'm just gonna assume that it's actually a physical key. We have seen some of them before in like the next area, I wanna say. So it wouldn't be too surprising if it's just like a regular key. Oh. 23 version 0186. I think this was the first recording we had seen. I don't get the recording. I mean, I can kind of touch you, but it's just telling me like what was done here, I guess. I mean, it's not really showing me anything. You're just looking around. Over there and then over there. I do remember that. And this one glitches every time you look. But that doesn't seem to mean anything. And you should just disappear in a second, so I am not really sure if this does anything for me. Right, like you go forward and then you disappear. I can't really do anything with you, so I'm not... Right, you're just gone now. Well, too bad. Can't even glitch myself on top of that ceiling. I guess the roof, it's not really the ceiling. You know what I mean, but I want to see if I can jump around. Maybe there's like something hidden there. But the game, just because of how it's built so far, I don't actually expect to need platforming. Right, like even the boxes, you kind of have like a prompt to just jump on top of them. So I would be surprised if this game expects you to platform. Huh. this really reminds me of that place where I started, right? Like you have like the same kind of altar, if you want to call it that. But, otherwise I'm not so sure. Maybe this is a starting world of like another version. And we're just re-experiencing like those puzzles that have already been solved. I mean, to be fair, a lot of the puzzles have already been solved. We do know about that. But I guess it would kind of make sense. Obviously, we had like a quite different design, but like this, again, like the altar itself is what kind of makes me think that this might be another, let's call it the starting world for another version. Okay, now I'm actually curious. Okay, I know I generally don't want to do this, but if I look over there, can I see a jammer over there? Yeah, there's a jammer. Like, I was kind of curious if there's like maybe even the key as well, because like imagine we had to platform inside of there. This is like just a confirmation for me. Like, I knew that there was a jammer in there, right? That this is the only place where the jammer could be, but I wanted a confirmation whether there's also the key, because if there were also the key, then we would have to platform inside of there and basically get the key to, I guess, free ourselves again? Huh. But you know, we have the 3K mode, so I'm kind of always interested to see if we can actually use that one in ways like these, right? I mean, they had the intention that it's like for it to be used every once in a while, so I'm gonna assume that this is fine. I mean, I make the rules, right? Like, you can't stop me. Did I read that one before? I can't tell if the documents on the terminals are all that's left from a larger archive or are carefully designed to communicate some hidden truth. I mean, this is kind of what I talked about before. Not quite, because I don't think that's the hidden truth. It's actually that I believe that Elohim kind of, you know, makes sure that we don't figure out the truth. Maybe. Okay, so I've been starting to check all the levels again, and apparently I have missed something big in this area here, because there's like a passage that's just open. Was this always open? I don't actually know, but there are keys. And not only are there keys, which are the only keys here, there's also a ladder, so you don't have to cross the purple boundary, which is cool. I'm gonna be completely honest here, like, I obviously checked those, but I checked them like with free cam, because I am getting kind of tired of just running around. So I guess this is a way to hide that. I am going to be completely honest, I feel like running around, like, obviously I could have found it at some point, but I feel like at some point I have to value my own time. This is why I'm actually fine with this. I feel like I'm still going to try to find everything on my own as best as possible, but I feel like at some point I'm gonna have to stop using my leg muscles and go for like my floating head muscles, I guess. Anyway, let's take the jammer, and this is going to let us finalize this area, and I'm really happy about that, that I don't have to return here just to jog around, because again, this makes me motion sick. I hate it. I really think this game looks nice and all, and I do like the puzzles, but it's making me so motion sick, especially when I'm running. I think this was the last one, right? Yeah, this was just a short area. Okay, we have 5 stars already though, and we need like probably a bazillion. The only question that's kind of left now is the fact that we still have those holograms, and I don't know what to do with those. In any case, let's return and end the episode. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I wish you a wonderful rest of your day. I'll be seeing you next time, where we explore Area 6. Till then, have a good one, and bye-bye.